Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you my bullet journal setup. And if you do not know what a bullet journal is, click on the box over here because then you can watch a video. I don't know the name of the person who made this video anymore, but this video clearly explains the bullet journal method. But something that will help you even more are 3 other YouTube channels that I discovered. Of course, not only those YouTube channels will help you if you just search bullet journal setup or bullet journal monthly setup. You get a lot of YouTube channels that show their bullet journals, but those 3 YouTube channels are my favorites. They just really help me to make my bullet journal setup, so I really hope that they will also help you. But today I'm going to show you my setup, so let's get started. My booklet is from the store called Stumple, and that is a store in the Netherlands, so I do not know if they also have this store in other countries. But if you want to also sell a regular bullet journal, so with bullets in it of course, you can also go to the site amazon.com where they sell the official bullet journals. And they have a lot of different colors, so there will be probably a color that you like. And there will be a link in the description box to this site. But for now I'm going to show you my setup, so I hope that you will enjoy it. So if I open my bullet journal, there are 2 white pages which I'm not going to use, but there's also a page for the key and for my name, address and my email. And I can also write down my phone number if I want to. I did not fill in the key yet because I did not make any monthly spread yet, because I'm going to use my bullet journal for my school year. I'm going to the 4th year at my secondary school right now, and I'm 14 years old if you wonder. So my bullet journal is also more focused on school than really on a business life or something like that. I already have an idea about how I want to make the key, but I want to make it when I'm starting with my monthly spreads, because then I can see what works for me and what does not work for me. After those 2 pages, you can see the index. And to be honest, I'm really proud of those 2 pages because it's very minimalistic. And to be honest, I'm more like a person who uses a lot of colors and just a lot of stickers and even more colors and drawings. And yeah, well, you will see that in the other pages. But for this page, I've chosen to keep it minimalistic also because I was too lazy to make it too much. But I just really like how this page turned out. The next 2 pages are blank space, but as you can see, I can also use those pages for the index. After the index, you can find my future log from 2017 and 2018. Because like I've already said, I'm going to use this bullet journal for my school year. So my school year does not start at January, but in September, and it ends in July. But I've also written down August for my holidays, and it was also more satisfying to have this month in there, because if I would not have this month in there, I would have a whole page for 1 month. And I've chosen for a cactus theme for my future log because I just really like the colors of it, and I just really like those small doodles. And I've tried my best to make good drawings, but as you can see, this one for example is not perfect, but I'm still learning myself how to draw good doodles and all that kind of things. Over here I've made a small monthly overview with just the day numbers, I mean the names of the day and the date numbers. Oh, and by the way, this cactus is my favorite one. I don't know, I'm just very proud of it. And over here, by the way, I've made a little birthday section because I was debating on if I wanted to make a separate birthday spread, but to be honest, it was a little bit too much for me to make a birthday spread and a future log. So I've chosen to put a little serpentine over here, and then I can write some birthdays under it. And I really like how this turned out because in my opinion, it looks very cute. After the future log, you can find my timetable, and this is just a spread for my schedule, so then I can write down which subject I have on which day. And I've used water paint for it, as you can see. By the way, it was this water paint that I used. And I waited until completely dried, and I just wrote down the hours on it. And the hours are not like 1 o'clock in the morning, but it are the school hours. And the title of this page. And I've tried some hand lettering as well, and to be honest, I'm very proud of how it turned out, because it's very funny to see that you are also able to do those things even when you think that you can't. Oh, and by the way, I will write down my subjects with pencil because then I can always erase it if my schedule changes, for example. But I do not have my schedule yet because my summer holiday just started for 2 weeks, so I do not need to worry about this yet. After my timetable spread, there is a spread for my grades, and I've made this spread because I really like it to keep track of my grades and to set goals for my next reports. Over here, I've written down a quote. I just really like light bulb doodles, so that's why I've chosen to make that doodle over here. And the quote says, "Don't worry about your grades, start worrying about learning." And it's not like I'm not learning at all, but it just really helps me if I'm worried about my grades, and I can think, wait, if I just learn good enough and it doesn't work out or it does work out, then it's fine. And here was just a random drawing, which I like, but it's not perfect. It was more like a kind of experiment, so that's why it's over here, and I just needed to fill up the space. Over here I can write down the points I already have, and then I can write down the grades, my final grade for that report. And over here I can write down the points I need for the next grade I want to achieve. And then I can work towards that goal, and I think that it will really help me to organize my thoughts about my grades. If we move on to the next spread, there's a quote over here which says, capture the good things, the smiles, and if things don't work out, just take another shot. I've colored this camera in with water paint, and I did not draw this camera by myself, it was just from a coloring book. But I thought of a quote which would match with the drawing, and I was like, maybe something like, capture the good things, but it was not really enough for me to only write down capture the good things, so that's why I've chosen to take a look at Pinterest, and I saw a lot of quotes. For example, the quote, life is like a camera, you need to capture the good things, not the bad things. If things don't work out, just take another shot. So I've chosen to just make my own quote inspired on the other quotes, and this is how it turned out. And for me it really means just be positive in life, and yeah, like the quote also says, if things don't work out, it does not really matter, you can always move on. And I really like it to have a positive vibe in my life, but also in my bullet journal, so that's why I've chosen for this quote. And over here is a personal project section and a e-assessment section. And a personal project is a project about your personal interests, so you need to make a product out of one of your interests. And the e-assessments are kind of exams, because I'm doing the middle years program at my school, so all my subjects are in English, and I'm living in the Netherlands. So that's why it's called MIP Middle Years Program. And it's a 4 years program. There are actually 4 years of secondary school, but then with my subjects in English. And those e-assessments are actually the exams for those 4 years. And after next year, so my last year of MIP, all my subjects will be just in my mother language again. But those two things will be very important for school next year, so that's why I gave it a special page. And on the last 2 slides of this setup, there's a theater page and a 2000 and 2018 goals. Well, the name already says I can just write down any goals I have for the next school year, or just for my personal life, or for anything. Oh, and by the way, if you wonder why everything's empty, I still need to fill in everything. But over here is also a theater page, because theater is my biggest interest, and I really like theater the most of all. And the thing I like to do the most is performing or going to a theater play, so that's why I've made a separate page for this. And again, everything is empty because I did not fill anything in yet. And this was my bullet journal setup, and I really hope that you like this video. I also want to make a monthly video about my new monthly spreads and new weekly spreads. And by the way, this is not my own idea. I've totally stolen this idea from other YouTube channels, but well, I just really like it to watch that video, so I think that I will also really like it to make that videos. For now, I really hope that you liked this video. Give the thumbs up if you did, and if you have any suggestions for other spreads or any bullet journal video ideas, please leave it down in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. I hope that this video inspired you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!